Hello everyone, I'm Robert with Comedy South, and welcome to the vlog. So I've got a little bit of an update. First, and kind of the most exciting thing, well I guess not kind of, but the most exciting thing is that viewership is up. It's up a lot, which is awesome. Like it's something like 190%, so that's awesome. It's up, but it's still very tiny, but I guess you gotta start somewhere. Back to the Future Day, I had quite a few little things that I put out for Back to the Future Day, and that stuff did really well. That stuff actually had the highest viewership of anything that I've done up until now, so that's really awesome. Mainly only on Facebook, but I'm still working on YouTube. YouTube is a work in progress. So I think some of the biggest news at this exact moment is that there's going to be a bit of a change. Well, it's kind of already happened. A bit of a change with the whole Keisha thing. I've decided to make a little bit of a personality change, slightly. It's small, but it's big at the same time. The Reader's Digest version of this is that Keisha is going to be a little bit smarter. I think it's going to be a good move in the long run because it would allow me to do a bit more with that, as well as, I guess, not promote a stereotype so much. I feel like a lot of the stuff that I was doing was kind of an easy joke, but it's kind of, I was starting to not feel good about some of the stuff that I was using that character for. I'm sending Keisha to night school. I guess that's kind of the best way to put it. You're gonna see Keisha talk about some different kind of things, and you're gonna hear Keisha say some things that you might not have expected from Keisha in the past. So I think that now we're gonna be up to Keisha version 3.0. I guess the last one was 2.0 where I changed the voice. Maybe 2.5. I don't know if this is necessarily 3 because there's probably going to be another revision. But stay tuned for that. The next news, I'm going to go forward with an idea. It's nothing new, but a tech blog, essentially, added to either Comedy South or add a series that is basically product reviews, tech news, and things like that, of course with a comedy twist on it. So that is something that's in the works. I don't know how quickly that's going to come down the line, but that's a very competitive space, and it's also a very big space. I also want to talk about some frustrations that I've been having, and I think this could be useful to anyone that's out there trying to start a YouTube channel or just trying to sort of put whatever ideas you've got in your head into internet video. It is hard work. And, well, I shouldn't say hard. It's very challenging and it's very time consuming. But my frustrations in general are a couple of things. First, staying ahead of the news cycle. Second, doing this all by myself. And then getting people to press the damn share button. Some of my things. Problem that I run into is that I run into a news story or, some weird funny news, and I go ahead and I write it up, I make the video, and then 2 days later BuzzFeed or somebody gets a hold of the same thing and they put out the same thing that I put out days earlier, and people share it left and right. And I'm thinking, I kind of said all that. It's really weird. I've been consistently 3 days ahead of all the other news and entertainment blog type websites on the internet. What people latch onto is so unpredictable. I would have never guessed that the whole Lamar Odom thing would have turned out like it is, with people basically completely turning on him and saying some pretty awful things. I wouldn't have seen that. Maybe it's just me being naive, didn't see that coming. I'm a one-man band when it comes to this site, and it's a ton of work. Like I said, I put probably 47 hours a week on average into this. It would be nice to have some help, but people aren't, well, at least the people that I'm dealing with aren't motivated by growing something in small into something big and viable. So it's very difficult for me to get people to do anything. Probably for every 10 people or so that I talk to about maybe being in a video or helping write stuff, for every 10, maybe one might show up. People will say, "Oh yeah, I want to do that. I want to be in that video. I want to, I like this thing that you're doing." I never plan on anyone showing up to do anything. And generally, I don't even set up the cameras until I get a phone call with them saying they're on the way. Because I learned that the hard way, that, spending 30 minutes setting up cameras and lights and all that for someone to just call and, everyone in their family has suddenly died in a car accident or some other bullshit excuse. And the funny thing is I actually have made huge offers to people. I've offered people a 50-50 split. If they take this ride with me, that you can have half of it. Still can't get them to show up. I think it's because people don't realize what all goes into this. That I think they think that I just turn on a camera and act silly. Most importantly, that there's no investment in this. I'm all in. If this doesn't work or I don't find a job, man, I'm screwed. And it's going to happen sooner than a lot of people realize. It's just so hard to get people to share content. It's not as difficult to get people to watch it, but to just get them to just click the button that says share. Like, you enjoyed that, so just show it to your friends. You just click one little button. It's so easy. You click the button and it goes to all your friends. It is so hard to get people to do that. And even talking about people that I know personally, I can't get anybody to do anything. They'll do it for BuzzFeed or whoever it might be. Prime example is Back to the Future Day. If I had a nickel for every Back to the Future post that I saw on my news feed from people that I actually know, from somebody, whoever, talking about Back to the Future, and just kind of not even a like on my video from someone that I mean, you would think out of just courtesy, you could just give me a like if you're not going to share it. I don't know, stuff like that is just tough. And I think if you're trying to start a YouTube channel, or you're doing anything where you're putting yourself out there on the internet, I think that that's something a lot of people aren't prepared for. They aren't prepared for the fact that the people that you even know are, it's different online. Your friends aren't as much of friends necessarily on the internet as they are in person. The shocking thing is that some of the people that are the most loyal fans of mine online aren't really my closest friends. It's incredible. There's maybe 20 or 30 people that constantly like, comment, and subscribe. And there's a couple that are acquaintances from way back in the day, from high school. There's a couple that are, people that I know around town, but they're not the people that I would expect. So that can be something to overcome, but definitely something you want to be mindful of. And I guess just don't take it personal. So now, a bit of Unemployment Chronicles. So, still unemployed. I think I'm going on the third month. I guess it has been that long. About the third month of unemployment. Hundreds of applications gone out. I actually haven't gotten a single phone call. Not even a scam job, which is really odd. Normally I'll get some sketchy sales scam or something at this point, but I haven't gotten anything, so yeah. And one thing that's super frustrating is that it just seems like everyone has got a contact. Hey, I know somebody that can help you get this and that and the other, and not one of those has yet to come through for me. Not one. I cannot figure out what is going on. Until then, Comedy South. I know that I've got plenty of skills and talents that are at least adequate to be a cashier in a retail store. All I've done is retail ever, so I don't know why Walmart or whoever can't hire me as a seasonal employee. I'm not, whatever. I think a lot of people, one of the biggest changes that they end up with going from employed to unemployed is that, especially if you don't have any kids, your interaction with people can go down to almost nothing. Your spouse is hopefully working, and if you're single, then you're just kind of there by yourself. But you can go from interacting with people all day to literally it just being you and bills piling up. If you're going through this, get out of the house. Even if you don't want to burn the gas, just get out and just go for a walk. Just a few minutes in the sun makes all the difference in the world, believe me. Maybe making a blog and a website isn't necessarily for you, but if you can do anything that helps you set a goal for yourself, gives you something, a project where you can say, okay, I'm going to finish whatever this is by this date, and just gives you something to look forward to, that can help a lot, because it is a depressing time to be unemployed and just broke. And then I've been really fortunate to have wonderful friends that help fund my entertainment, but everyone isn't that lucky. So anything that you can do to just keep your mind sharp and to just keep your sanity, just do it. You'll be fine. It's gonna be all right. But anyway, thank you so much for watching my vlog today. I am going to try my best to make these regularly. Dare I say once a week, at least. Really need to be doing it more than that, but once a week is about all I can hope for. Stay tuned for all sorts of fun Comedy South stuff, and we'll see you later.